world was on edge for Hong Kong over the weekend when 1.7 million people demonstrated again in defiance of the Chinese Communist Party's warnings of a military crackdown.
I think if they use the same force that they applied in Tiananmen 30 years ago, I believe it would be the beginning of the end of the CCP. I think the CCP would ultimately collapse.
The CCP backed down from its tough rhetoric around the time when American politicians rallied around the Hong Kong people and one top Chinese diplomat visited the U.S.
What was reported coming out of the meeting is that Secretary Pompeo took a very hard line that, hey, this is about freedom and democracy.
The Hong Kong protests might have complicated the U.S.-China trade talks, but the fundamental challenges regarding the trade tensions between the two countries remain the same. So my question is, do you think the CCP will really do the structural changes that the U.S. demands?
No, do not.
Without structural changes, the CCP is hanging their hopes on the new U.S. president in 2020.
Biden will not win the Democratic primary because of China.
What about the rest of the Democratic camp?
Now in the political marketplace in the United States, stopping the CCP is getting every day to be a bigger and bigger issue. And I think the Chinese Communist, Wang Qishan and Xi make a fundamental mistake if they believe that there's going to be some accommodation for them.
And what does that mean for the prospect of a trade deal?
I don't think that we will have a deal before the 2020 election.
What about after? At the height of the Hong Kong pro-democracy demonstrations and the crossroads of the U.S.-China trade talks, my interview with former White House Chief Strategist Bannon, we discuss Hong Kong's future, what's next for the U.S.-China trade war, the stakes for all parties, and above all, the nature of this grand conflict. I'm Simone Gao, and you are watching Zooming In.